We're going to start from step zero. Step zero. What the hell is step zero? Well, if you have been following me for a while, you know I have a 5-step manifestation formula, right? So step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5. So I'm going to share with you step 0. And why I'm saying step 0? Because this step 0 should be always you should be aware of step 0, like always. And I'm going to share with you why. So why are you listening to me and why are you here? Well, my name is Dunya Lekundi. I'm the Boost Coach. I'm helping female entrepreneurs or business women to get rid of their business blocks or their life blocks so that they can manifest whatever they want, so that they can finally make it happen, so that they can finally be successful. Okay. And I love helping women with being successful. So as a law of attraction coach, you know, I've been certified now for 4 or 5 years, but I was already practicing that for more than 20 years. As a law of attraction coach, I was stuck myself in my business. And that was because of a private situation. There was this sibling war in my private life. And I couldn't get rid of it. You know, I was on an emotional roller coaster. I couldn't get rid of those emotions anymore, you know, those emotions, and I'm talking about negative emotions, were controlling my life. So here I was, law of attraction coach, couldn't help myself. So I was looking for other coaches, you know, helping me, but none of them could help me. No, it would help me like for 1 month and then back on track, back on that emotional roller coaster again. So the question was, why? Why did I manifest this sibling war? Why was it in my life? And then I found about epigenetics. And then I found about this trauma you could be inheriting from your ancestors. So it was already in my system. And I really had to get rid of that. And I did. I really did. And, you know, since I have found this newest method for the female brain, you know, it made my life so much easier. I'm so much relaxed. And I have done more in 3 months after Creatrix than I have done in 3 years as a female entrepreneur. So, yeah, a lot of shit was, a lot of emotional luggage disappeared, actually. And those negative emotions are not negative, by the way. It's a very positive thing, negative emotions, because it's just a sign of something. But what's the difference is that Creatrix makes sure that the charge of holding that emotion, that decreases that. And that's really important, you know, when you want to start manifesting again. So we're going to talk about step 0. But before we're going to do that, I want to show you my picture of before Creatrix and after Creatrix. So the left picture is with Maz Shermer. She's the founder of Creatrix. And she is the one who's created this awesome method for the female brain. It works only for the female brain. And what Creatrix is doing is to get rid of your blocks in your unconscious mind. And on the right picture, that's me after Creatrix. You know, sun is shining. You know, look at the left one, you know, the dark circles under my eyes. So anyway, I'm the founder of the Boost Formula. And the Boost Formula is also known as the manifestation formula, also known as the Make It Happen formula. So I'm going to show you step 1 till 5 before I'm going to share with you what step 0 is. And step 0 is very important, especially for women. Okay, so stay tuned. Step 1, be specific what you want. So what is it that you really, really want? So be conscious here to think of what you want. Don't think of what you don't want, because we are very, very good in telling people what we don't want, right? So it's very good to be specific here on what you want. And if you want to have more money, okay, so tell yourself, I want to have more money, and be specific in that. What is more money? You see, is that $100 or is it $1,000? Second step is optimize your vibration. You know what you want. Now imagine being being and doing and or having that? How does that feel? Are you confident, of being that person when doing the things that person is doing and having that stuff? The third step is open and receive. So are you ready to receive it, whatever you want? What is the payoff of not having it? It's a crazy question, but you have to think about that. So what is the payoff of not having that? Because that's what you do right now. Step 4 is start doing it, start doing it. And this is the first step. This is the outer action you're doing. So the first 3 steps are inner actions. It's an inner dialogue you have with yourself. The 4th step is an inspired action to create whatever you want. Okay. And step 5 is take time to celebrate. And it's so important to have fun, to celebrate, to be grateful for what you already are, what you're already doing, and what you're already having. Okay. It's always be, do, have. Okay. And then, this boost process is a giant wheel that always needs to spin around, just like a bike. If you stand still, you fall. Okay. So those are the 5 steps. What is step 0? Step 0 is this. You have a conscious mind and an unconscious mind. So if you look at this iceberg, what is above the water is your conscious mind. You're aware of this thought, you're aware of these beliefs. But here, look at this mess. This is huge, this is big, and this is your unconscious mind. This is actually like the director of your life. And if you are not aware of the fact that something is holding you back and you cannot describe it, but it's there, it's here. Here, this is your unconscious mind. And you can change it. You really can change it. And I know a lot of personal development exercises says you can change your unconscious mind by doing this, this, and this. It won't work because those exercises are created for the male brain. And we have a female brain. We are different. Our brains are wired differently. We got 23% connection between the right part and the left part of our brain. So our brain is different than the male brain. So getting rid of some blocks in your unconscious mind, the only method what works is creatrix, really. And when you want to get rid of those blocks, then you can start manifest. So that's step 0, conscious and unconscious mind. So here above the surface is your mindset. And here under the water is your heart set, your emotions. And here under is your gut set, your intuition, the connection with the universe, where the source, connection with the source energy. Okay? This is step 0. The second part of step 0 is own your shit. Okay? You really have to own your shit. I know it's difficult. I understand it's difficult, but you are giving power away when you are blaming others for your shit. Those are excuses. You have to own your shit. When I was in this ugly family war, I'm still there, by the way, but it's different. I was blaming them. Of course, I was blaming my sisters and brothers, like and narcissists and borderline. I don't know what I've said, but hey, I am the one who allowed their energy into my life. I own my shit. I own my shit. Okay. The moment I have owned it, that moment is I took my power back, because I know when I own it, I can change. And that is what I want to give to you. You can transform into the person you really are, by owning your shit. Own it. It's the only way you can transform in a better version of yourself. Okay? Own it. Own your blocks. Own your shit. Own your failures. Whatever you want to own. Do that. Because when you do that, then you can take your power back. Then you can transform in a better person you are, then a better version of yourself. Okay? So step 0, conscious, unconscious mind. Be aware of the fact. Be aware of the patterns in your life. Be aware of, why did I create this shit again and again and again and again? Because, hey, it's you. You know, who's the common denominator of such patterns in your life? That's you. You're the common denominator because it happens to you again and again and again. So the only person who can change that situation is you, by owning it. And I know you can do that. And if you want to know more about owning your shit, by getting rid of your blocks, you know, book this call right now here on the below URL. It's just under the video. Own your shit and book your call with me. And after you have booked the call, there is an application form, and please fill that in so that I can see whether you're ready or not to own your shit and to get rid of your blocks. Because that's really important. That's step 0 of manifestation. All right. So thank you so much for your attention, and stay tuned for another video. Share it with your friends, share it with somebody who needs this, because owning it is step 0. Believe me. So book your call, fill in the application form, and I'm happy to see you on the other side. Bye.